Welcome to an all-new episode of What Would Katie Eat Home Edition. Today, we're talking meal prep and baby prep. Now, I'm hopefully glowing. I'm definitely growing, if you haven't noticed. So we got to get our act in order. I'm stocking that freezer up with some sausage and veggie lasagna rolls. These are great to have on hand because I know when the baby comes, I'm going to be exhausted and so happy to have that food in the freezer. But first, check some of this out. I got these little booties from Giada and her daughter Jade. And then tell me, have you ever seen anything cuter? I don't think so. It's a pizza dress. This came from Jeff and Sarah Morrow. Oh, I can't wait to see little baby in that. Fine, how's it going with that stroller car seat situation? All right, so our baby prep might get a mixed report card, but me, I'm definitely getting straight A's on that meal prep. So let's go make some sausage and veggie lasagna rolls. Oh yeah. Let's make these sausage and veggie lasagna rolls, but first, be sure to subscribe. All right, let's get the heat going on this skillet. So lasagna rolls are basically just lasagna noodles stuffed with all that yummy filling and then rolled up. I worked in a restaurant in college and we served something similar. We called them spinach spirals because they were stuffed with the spinach ricotta mixture. All right, so I've got some onion here and garlic. That's going in my skillet. You can see that I'm majorly prepped today. I prepped all my veggies in advance. I made my tomato sauce in advance. And that way, when it's time to cook, just throw it all together. And I've chopped up some zucchini and squash here, just in little cubes. You can really use any combination of vegetables here. Frozen spinach works great. Cook it first, squeeze out some of the moisture from it. You could do diced eggplant, red bell peppers, really any veggies you have. Broccoli would be really delicious as well. And I like to cook it before it goes in the filling because those veggies have a lot of water content. So you want to get all that water out. And those are going right in my pan. Season these up with some salt and pepper. I like to season every step of the way. So there's a lot of flavor in this dish. Oh, look, somebody came looking for a handout. Are you hoping that something falls your way? Okay, turn those veggies off and let them start to cool down while I make my cheese mixture. Okay. Little trick here to make getting the cheese mixture onto the lasagna noodles easier. I take a glass and put a resealable bag inside of it. And then it's really easy to transfer the mixture. Always looking for ways to have less mess. Make it easy on yourself. Ryan says, and him. This dish is a great way to load up on some calcium from this dairy protein as well, and veggies. And there we go. And now let's fill those lasagna noodles. I cooked my lasagna noodles and then I sprayed a little nonstick onto a baking sheet and spread them out. And now I'm just gonna snip the end off of my baggie and go down through here. See how easy that is? Now, once those are filled up, we just roll them up. So you just take one end of the noodle and roll it up like you were making cinnamon rolls. Just like that. So much easier than building all the layers of a lasagna. And I've got one more tray of noodles because I'm doing two of these. Two trays done. Next step of this assembly process getting them in the pan. So I'm using 2 8x8s instead of 1 9x13 so that I can have one for now and one to freeze. For my sauce, I just used some jarred tomato sauce, and I had some Italian sausage, so I browned it up, mixed it in the sauce, and I'm gonna add to it a little bit of fresh basil that I had in the fridge that was starting to look a little sad. Good way to just dress up a jarred sauce. Of course you can make homemade, and of course you could leave this totally vegetarian, so make it your own. All right, I'm gonna put just a little sauce down on the bottom of each pan. I sprayed both of these with a little bit of nonstick as well. And then just spread this onto the bottom. And now I'm gonna put the lasagna rolls on there. So I'm just lining these up in the pan. Build tray number 2. And now let's sauce them up. And spoon it right over the top. And there we go. We got one to bake now and one to freeze. But first, let's cheese these up. Grated mozzarella over the top. And some Parmesan cheese. All right. That looks good. One to bake now, one to freeze for later. Goes into the oven, 375 degrees for about 35-40 minutes until that cheese is golden brown and bubbly. And I'm just gonna wrap this one up in some plastic wrap. Get that lasagna out of the oven. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I like all those brown crispy bits in there. That's the sausage. It gets nice and crispy. So I let this rest for a few minutes here on the counter so that it's easier to slice. Now let's get in here. I can't raise this though. I have to just pick one little bit of this brown cheese off. Don't tell anybody. All right, now it's time. Just gonna cut in between those. Yummy. Look at all that cheesy goodness. That's what I'm talking about. How good that looks. And the best thing about these lasagna rolls is that they are their own little portion. So there's no, rustling around cutting it. Okay. I want a little bit of everything in here. Some sausage. Gotta get some cheese. That is so yummy. I love that creamy, rich ricotta. And the zucchini and squash still have a little bit of a bite to them. And then the spice of the Italian sausage, the bright tomato sauce, and melted cheese. Fabulous. Well, Ryan, I think you worked so hard on the stroller car seat situation. The dad-to-be deserves a plate as well. Well, I hope you guys make this. Make your lives a little bit easier by doing some meal prep, and it's super yummy. From my home to yours, stay safe, stay comfortable, and keep cooking.